Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are privy to a very unusual event today. This is the 6th San Jose Tuba Christmas. I've been doing these for 6 years now, and this is our 6th one. The first thing we're going to do for you, which is probably something you've never quite heard, is play that very first piece called Tuning Up. It's called Tuning Up, and that's when we all play the same note and try to, and hope it's close. So we're going to start with the big tubas in the back. Okay, big tubas, B flat. Imagine 60 tuba players playing the same note, yeah. My own arrangement, yeah, the B flat chord. We're going to, this morning at my home we met, much to the consternation of my neighbors, and we had 57 of us out there in front of my home playing Christmas carols. It was quite an unusual thing. Okay, so I guess there's 57 or 58, or we picked up a couple extra here, so maybe we may have 60 by now. And, right? Yeah, that too. We're just going to be playing a bunch of Christmas carols. We're going to start with the Green Book, and I'm sure you all know this very famous Tuba Christmas book. Want to sit in? He's going to dance. He's going to dance, all right. We're just going to play them. If the spirit moves you to sing along, feel free. The first tune we're going to play out of the Green Book is going to be number 1. Number 1. Adeste Fidelis. Yeah, repeat. Repeat. Watch. We're waiting.
She's on the way. Turn off your microphone.
Done. He showed up to my house this morning with this whole bag of stuff, a whistle, a siren. We didn't get, after Carl showed up, we didn't get any work done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. How'd you like to have heard that at 9:30 this morning? One of my neighbors left his home not looking very happy. I think his home is for sale now. Whoa. Next one is that all popular favorite, Deck the Halls. Number 3. Number 3 in the book. That sounds great. Good sounds is very good. It's amazing what you do in a couple hours of rehearsal. Cut time, 2 bars. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, yeah, not bad, not bad. How many have ever seen a tuba before? Yeah, some of you people haven't even seen any of these instruments. You back there, you have, huh? All right. Some of you people have probably never seen the likes of some of these instruments. We'll play a couple more tunes and I'll kind of show you the difference between the instruments and teach you a little bit about the instruments in the tuba family. All these instruments before you are in fact tubas. They are all a member of the tuba family. Most of you probably thought that the tuba was just that big thing that when the parade comes by you throw your gum in the bell. That's the tuba, right? I kind of like those guys in the back there, you know. My high school pep band days, they were used for other things that will go unmentionable here. Yeah, we'll tell you a little bit about these instruments in a bit. The next tune we're going to play is God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. And the neat thing about this particular arrangement is that the melody starts with the big tubas, the guys in the back. So usually you're used to hearing like the sopranos or the altos singing the melody. Well, you have to listen down several octaves to hear the tubas start with the melody on this one. Take that stuff away from you.
I'll give you the whistle.
Yeah, right. I'll give you the whistle. 1, 2, 3. Tuba Christmas has happened all over the United States. The first Tuba Christmas happened in New York in 1973. It happened at Rockefeller Center, and about 150 tuba players from all over New York showed up. And since that time, Tuba Christmases have become quite a holiday tradition. And this year there will be 56 Tuba Christmases all across the United States. So this is just one of 56. Although we are very impressive in numbers, we are actually quite moderate in our numbers of tubas. Last year the largest Tuba Christmas was in Columbus, Ohio, and at that Tuba Christmas there were 351 tubas. But if you think about it, there isn't much else to do in Ohio but play the tuba. Yeah, the only thing you could do is drive your Jeep out on Lake Erie and go ice fishing. I can say that I went to school in Ohio for 1 year. The next tune we're going to play is next one in the book, number 5, The First Noel. Thank you. Oh, you can see some of us sporting Tuba Christmas scarves, Tuba Christmas hats. If you'd like to have some of these for your very own, there's a table over there that there's a nice lady and gentleman who, at least the woman, looks quite a bit like I do. My mom and dad are over there selling hats and scarves. And also, we are both video and audio taping these. So if you would like to have a video or an audio tape, the man right here with the blue sweater and his lovely wife who's holding these forms up, you can go over there and grab one of those forms, fill it out, and we'll have the tape to you tomorrow morning. Right, Tom? Wrong. Anything for a laugh, folks? Yes, sir. No, we'll have them sometime, week or so? Yeah, we'll mail them out to you and you'll get them in a week or so before your Christmas party. Next tune we're going to play is kind of a pseudo-spiritual kind of jazzy type of Go Tell It on the Mountain. in the woods. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, anybody getting tired yet?
Yeah.
Ah, these guys got chopped with gold. Okay, the next tune we're going to do is The Holly and the Ivy. And this one is another one of those that starts with the melody and the tuba part way in the back there. Thank you. Tuba players are kind of an unusual breed of people. They generally spend pretty much a solitary life. Most tuba players that are playing, there's usually one guy in the band or one guy in the orchestra. So frequently, tuba players never even see another tuba player on a job. You play in an orchestra, there's one tuba player and 3 trombones. Some of my best friends in the country are bass trombonists. They all sit right next to them. And you spend interminable amount of times counting measures rest where you don't play, and you've got a lot to talk about during those times. So this is kind of an unusual a chance for everybody to get together. And as you look around, you can see all different kinds of shapes and colors of horns, and it gives a chance for the tuba players to say, oh man, let me see your horn, and checking out each other's horns and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a good thing for that. I think I'll take a second now to show you some of the instruments we have. We'll start in the back on the bottom. These instruments you see that go over the shoulder are instruments called sousaphones, and they are used mainly for marching. And they were invented by, they were used in the Philip Sousa band first, but I do believe he had a little help of Adolphe Sax. Larry, is that right? Yeah, Adolphe Sax helped John Philip Sousa design these instruments. And the first ones actually had the bells pointing up, and they were called rain catchers. Big, huge bell pointing straight up. You think I'm kidding, don't you? I couldn't make this stuff up, really. Honest, I couldn't make this stuff up. Yeah, and then they found out that they projected a little better with the bell pointing forward. A sousaphone typically weighs somewhere around 25 pounds, I'll guess. And if you pick one up and you put it on your shoulder, you go, gee, that's not too bad. Yeah, but march around a halftime show for a half hour, carrying a little sousaphone. Yeah. These guys, I had a teacher once that played sousaphone for so long, he actually had like this muscle. It was like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and this one looked like Richard Simmons. Big, huge shoulder from lugging a male sousaphone around for all those years. So, yeah, sousaphones do that. We have an instrument that's kind of a sousaphone, only it's not a sousaphone. This instrument was invented, was used in the late 1800s. And we're very fortunate in that we have a man that collects a lot of unusual instruments. And he's in the back, his name is David. He has his instrument in the back. It's called the Helicon. And it's actually the forerunner of the sousaphone, and he uses, it has German valves, and it's a very unusual instrument. I don't think I've ever seen one like it. Yeah, David would know. This is a very, very rare horn, and we're very fortunate to have David playing Helicon. Let me see, going up the family, I guess we just have regular old kind of tuba kind of things, which are instruments that are used in orchestras and bands mainly. Some of them have piston valves that kind of go up and down like a piston in your car, and some of them are rotary valves that you push a lever and it spins a rotor inside it, and the valve rotates. And those guys have tubas. Can you hold them up so the folks can see? These are all different shapes and sizes and different keys. We have real big bells and we have some smaller ones, and they're basically in B flat or C. The next instrument we have is the euphonium. This instrument has been called many names: baritone, tenor tuba, tenor horn, tenor something, and there are some other not so nice names that we won't go into. Yeah, we want to say that. We have instruments that have both 3 valves and 4 valves. Some of them have the bells pointing forward, and some of them have the bells pointing up. Can you guys hold your baritones and euphoniums up? Oh, I'll get to that. I'll get to these guys later. Thank you. Yeah, we have two unusual characters. We have one instrument here that Carl has. Carl also collects instruments, and he has one that's kind of like David's, only half the size. And this is a baritone, like these instruments you've just seen, but shaped like a Helicon. And I have only seen 2 of these. Carl, anyway, and Bid's playing that. It's pitched like the baritone horns, the euphoniums, only it's got a real small bore and has a real tight, bright sound. And we happen to have, I can't tell you what this did to me when Carl showed up this morning with his alto tuba. And this instrument is a little baby. Give him an inch. Wait till we play Rudolph. This instrument is actually pitched. You have an F or E flat? It's an E flat. It's pitched a 4th higher. In other words, the notes it plays are 4 notes higher than the baritones and euphoniums that you've just seen. And this instrument is an alto tuba. We're very fortunate to have an alto tubist in our midst. Okay, enough talking. You have a question? Yes, ma'am. Step right up.
Could we hear the different sounds?
I'll be glad to do that. Be glad to do that.
What plays the soprano or the top note?
I'll answer your question. Okay, tubas, let's just hear like a B flat and F. Just a kind of a big, nice open fit. B flat and F, tubas. And. Yeah, this is the basic sound that the tubas make. It's big and heavy and it makes a big solid foundation. Okay, can I hear the guys with 3 valve bell front baritones? I want to hear that sound first. Okay. These are baritone horns. All right. Now can I hear the same guys do the same thing with the euphoniums, the 4 valves, the big horns. Now these will be playing the same note, but you'll see it has a slightly darker, a little heavier sound. Okay, and let's hear the little baritone. See, that has a higher and brighter sound, and then the alto. There you go. Yeah, there's a baritone. The alto horn. The one alto horn can really add actually a whole range of tone color on top of the band. Group this big, not as much, but if we had like 2 or 3 of those, it would really add a real nice color to the top. But to answer your question, basically the baritones and the euphoniums play the melody, and we have the alto playing the melody. Sometimes he plays like the alto line up an octave. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna play. Any other questions? Yeah, more questions. Yes, sir, in a red sweater.
What do they cost?
They cost. Actually, you can spend quite a bit of money on a tuba, probably as much as $12,000 or $13,000 for a tuba. Most of these, I would guess, most of the concert tubas here sell for right about $4,000 or $4,500. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Carl. I didn't mean to bypass you. Oh, madon. And this is our Helican baritone. Yeah, that's a Helican. Right. It sounds a lot like a baritone, only has a little more of an over-the-shoulder kind of sound. Yeah, right. Okay. Does somebody else have a question? Whoa. Do you have a question? No, it changed his mind. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot too. Uh-oh. And the envelope, please. The winner is... Oh, it's a picture of one of these gentlemen playing a tuba. Isn't that great? How about that? We have a budding artist in this thing. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, chops getting nice and fat. Okay, the next tune we're going to play is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Uh-oh, you dropped your teddies. One, two, three, four. Tuba players usually don't really need a conductor. Tuba players are used to playing like in a Dixieland band or a whoa! Take my hand off the mic. Thanks, Tom. Usually playing a Dixieland band or a concert band where they're providing the rhythm, and so they have pretty much impeccable rhythm. The only reason why I conduct is because I look pretty stupid just standing here not doing anything. The next tune we're going to play is A Little Town of Bethlehem. Silent Night. arrangements you've heard up to this point and the next couple were written by a man named Alec Wilder, who was a jazz musician in New York, and he was very involved with the Finnegan Souter Big Band for many, many years. He was a jazz pianist of some repute, and he befriended Harvey Phillips, who was the starter of the Tuba Christmases, and Harvey asked him to write these arrangements. And Alec Wilder was a real buddy to the tuba players. He wrote a major sonata for tuba, he wrote a major suite, concerto, a bunch of short pieces. He wrote a bunch of stuff for tuba. He wrote a set of chamber pieces for tuba, French horn, and piano that are played quite a bit too. Very good music. And he passed away a couple of years ago on Christmas Day. So he spent his entire life befriending the tubas. So he holds kind of a little space in all of the tuba players' hearts for his devotion to the instrument. And by the way, that was Silent Night was his favorite carol. The next one we're going to play is the Wassail Song. Tech. Next one is one of my favorites, Joy to the World. Carlson Fox. Take out the words. Oh, don't forget about the measure of 4/4 at the end of the first line. 1, 2, 3, ah. Oh, number 15. Number 15. Again, if some of you may have missed, we're both videotaping and audio taping this, and if you'd like a copy of these, this man with the blue shirt and his lovely wife standing right behind him will be glad to help you. He'll fill out an order form, and he can help you with that. If you'd like to purchase some of these lovely Tuba Christmas scarves and some of these Tuba Christmas hats, there's some people selling hats and scarves at the table back there. Next tune we're going to play is We Three Kings. And listen to the tubas in the back again on this one. Next one is Angels We Have Heard on High. One, two, three, Thank you. Oh, you guys gotta look right in the sun. Oh, bummer. Any questions? Any answers? Comments? Okay, next one we're gonna play is O Come, Emmanuel. Who has a question? Too late. Thank you. 2, 3. Right now. Right now? Right. All right, good. Now we're going to switch to our other book, and this is a book of Christmas carol arrangements that have just been published by a local artist, wonderful tuba player and a hell of a nice guy. No, I always felt that although this is this Tuba Christmas book that we just finished playing out of was very good and complete, there are some other Christmas type tunes that I would like to have performed with this group. And up to this point, these poor guys have had to read my terrible manuscript on third or fourth generation Xerox copies of original pencil stuff that I did at 3 in the morning, and it was not very legible to say the least. So this year they actually have some real music to read. Unfortunately, some of these tunes are not public domain, so I couldn't sell them to anybody. I just kind of gave them away. We're just going to play a bunch of tunes. Some of these are a little more obscure than others. The first one being "Bring a Torch, Jeanette Isabella." Oh, hey, the book I had a comma between the whales, so what do I know? I think it's like Jeanette and Isabella. Hello. Right through. Goodbye. 1, 2, 4. The next one I put together, I had never actually heard it before, and I was sitting at home about 3 in the morning playing with the synthesizer, and I just kind of played this one, and I kind of liked it, and I wanted to see how it would work for tubas, and we cranked it out this morning, and I kind of liked it. It's called, if I get the title right, The Golden Carol of Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar. Or is it Balthazar? Thank you. I'm just a tuba player. I don't write these things. You would like to play anyway, Carl. Thanks. How you guys doing? You guys making that okay? Yeah, there's twice the butter is lovely. Twice good. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a little tune I thought was kind of cute, so I just wrote it out for tuba. It's called "Oh Come Little Children."
I know that one, I know that one.
You know that one? You know that one?
Yeah, but my mom always plays that. That's why my mom plays that.
Your mom plays it? Anybody got a spare tuba? Two bars. 1, 2, 1. Okay, the very next one. I published this wonderful book this week, and I took the book to the printer, and I made a real big deal about making sure that I got the table of contents in there. Because, you know, tuba players are always fumbling for music, and we got to make sure that, you know, table of contents, if we could find the music. So I went to pick up the books on Thursday afternoon. And he says, look at these books, they're great. I picked up the books, had a wonderful table of contents in it. No page numbers. No page numbers. The printer said, you didn't tell me to put page numbers. So I said, why the hell did I print up a table of contents? Is there a printer in the house? The next two, that's true, honest. Yeah, truth is stranger than fiction. The next tune is Rise Up Shepherds and Fowler. One, two, three. Ooh, cookies! The next tune we're going to play is Silver Bells, and this is another one of my favorites. And we're taking it with second endings, guys. Remember, this is the one that only has one bar on the last page? Here's another one of this, you know, your printers. As you're playing this, you have to turn pages to get to it. So I printed these out nicely on the printer and sent them to the printer. He printed it wonderfully with one measure. I mean, it would have been very simple for him to take this one measure. Look at all this room he's got over here. He could have shoved this over ½ an inch and put that in there. No. But you see, he gets paid by the page. What was that? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. No, no page number. Oh well. Okay, Silver Bells. Put your partners together, turn your page. Second ending on this page. No repeat. Go right to the second ending. No repeat. No repeat. Right through, top to bottom. And if you're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. very next one. Get ready to get your double face ready. The next one is a Christmas song, not really a carol, a Christmas song that I remember very fondly from my youth. I was one of those that were, raised on television and all that, and my favorite groups of characters were the Chipmunks. And I really related to Alvin, he was like my hero. Anyway, the next one is the Christmas song, and remember Alvin sings, "Me, I want a hula hoop." Well, we have altered the words, and it's "Me, I want an F tuba." And this is it, the Chipmunk song. Get ready for your routine. You need to put two books on one stand or something. Get ready. We will take both endings on there. You guys got it down. There we go. Two bars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Measure 5. Second ending. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, Tubas and sousaphones. We wish you a Merry Christmas, though. We're going to come back to that at the end. So you know where it is in the book. Heart. Heart. Almost 10 more minutes. Hart the Herald. Do you have a question, sir?
Yeah, I'm just curious as how many ex-tuba players there are in this august audience.
Oh yeah, are there any ex-tuba players in this audience? Okay, I got to tell you something. We have some people here that play the tuba once a year. Today. And you guys want to play, on that table where my folks are, there's a mailing list. Put your name on the mailing list. Tell me whether or not you're a tuba player, and I'll send you the information. And we have some spare horns laying around, so if you want to play, borrow a horn from for a couple of days, and then come and play. You're more than welcome to. Yeah, sure. Hey, listen, after a couple of days, mine feels like a piece of hamburger too. Yeah, if you want to, just walk up. Just make sure you get your name on that mailing list, and I'll send you the info. We'd love to have you. Yeah, we have a gentleman here who will remain anonymous because I'm afraid of embarrassing him. Played when he was in high school, and when I had my first tuba Christmas about 5 years ago, and I guess it was 1982. He called me up and he heard about it, and he said, I'd like to play. I haven't played the tuba for 20 years, and I need a horn. So we found him a horn, and every year I find him a horn, he comes and plays and has a ball, and we're really thankful for people, like that say, what the hell, come out and have some fun. Okay, next tune we're going to play is Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
I know that one.
I hope the administration of the mall doesn't mind, but we're supposed to stop playing at 3 o'clock, but we have some more tunes we have to play. So. Kathy, wherever you are, I hope you don't mind.
Hey, Tony, you
You have a question?
Oh yeah, the tubas go deeper than this.
Yeah.
How deep can they go?
They can go so deep you can't hear it. Actually, the big tuba, it's a very good question. The big tuba range, like a double pedal, the C tuba, can play actually a note right at the threshold of your hearing, which is 16.53 vibrations per second. And on a good day, when I'm good and warmed up, I could do it. But, somebody play double pedal C? Almost, huh? No, not quite. Well, no, you wouldn't want to use it. It kind of sounds like, you know. Audience. What am I going to do for material next year? I know, I'll think of something. The next tune is What Child Is This? Okay, take a look at the road map. First ending goes to the next train, first ending, every peak, second ending, back to the top, second ending. Got it? There we go, watch it. Piece of cake, nothing to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Thank you very much. You can see the tuba lends itself very well to Christmas carols. This is kind of fun for us when we, normally as a tubist, when you play Christmas carols in a group, a band or a brass quartet or something, you end up just playing the bottom part. You know, bum, 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 bum. Roots and fifths are our life. You know, you play F or C and that's it. But in a group like this, you get to do more than that. As we're playing these, nobody's really assigned a part. In other words, I don't say, you play this part, you play this part, you play this part. We just kind of, everybody plays what they want to, and for some reason it works out, and the balance is good, and you know, everybody kind of throws parts back and forth, and that kind of thing. Next one is Jolly Old St. Nicholas. Right through, short, short, short.
I know that.
1, 2, you know what to do. Next one is Away in a Manger.
Hey, I know. I know a lot of the Christmas carols. Once you sing, I know a lot. I know millions. Yeah, I know every single one. Only a few I don't know. The next one is one of my favorites, the Coventry Carol. You have any this morning?
Everything goes, right?
The next time you see a tuba player, you won't say pa, will you? Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty unique sound. Not very many people get a chance to hear a tuba ensemble. Tuba ensemble is becoming a very viable chamber ensemble. It's a lot more popular in the Midwest. One of the best tuba ensembles in the country right now is at a school called Tennessee Technological University, which is in Tennessee, and they have a very fine tuba ensemble. They have about 40 tuba students there at that school. And my question is, what are they all going to do for work? Yeah. Yeah, you're a 21-year-old kid, just got out of college with a degree in music and tuba. What are you going to do? Go knock on the door of the LA Philharmonic and say, here I am. Hire me. No, it's tough. Anyway, the next one is Old Christmas Tree.
I don't
Thank you. Another one of my favorites is Jingle Bells. I've made the big time. Jingle Bells.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
On the finger cymbals. No, this one doesn't work. Yeah, Low Road. The next one is another Renaissance carol by Michael Praetorius, Lo, How a Rose Ere Blooming. Notice the tempo on this one, all right? Real soft. Oh, yeah. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
There you go. The next tune is another one of those not in the public domain. It's called The Christmas Song by Mel Torme. I have this great arrangement of Ring Christmas Bells. You know that Ukrainian carol, but thanks to my friend the printer, we've got 6 page turns with a repeat, so you have to turn back and go like this. No, 2 page turns. Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but it's impossible. So we'll go to the Christmas song. Yeah, no repeat. No repeat. No repeat. What did you repeat on this one? No repeat. One time through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. For our penultimate number, for those music fans, our next to last number, we will play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, featuring Carl Cobb on the nose. What? You're kidding. There you go. Carl Cobb from Mountain View, yes. One. Sorry. Log it up. Go back a weird date. 1, 2, 3, and. Hey, 90% success rate, not bad. Want to thank you for coming out today. This is it's really nice that you guys come out and hear the tubas play. It's really pleasant for us when you guys have a lot of fun. So I wanted to thank you for being a great audience. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. We're going to play our last tune, which is our favorite. It's called "We Wish You a Merry Tuba Christmas." Top the bottom and top end of the can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Thank you very much, and have a very Merry Tuba Christmas.
Weren't they great? Yeah. The Oaks Merchants would like to thank you for coming. Have a very Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Bye.